3 people have died after an emergency incident at a care home in Dorset. Dorset Police say the deaths at Gainsborough Care Home in Swanage are currently being treated as unexplained and an investigation has been launched. Rachel Venables has the latest.
Yes, this seems to have started at around 5:20 this morning. That's when the first of what have turned out to be all 3 emergency services were called out to this care home, and what of course became a major incident with sadly 3 people losing their lives. But it was around 5:20 when South Western Ambulance Service were first called. So at first this incident seems to have been treated purely as a health concern, but that clearly escalated, and soon after 7 o'clock Dorset Police were then brought in, and then eventually the local fire brigade as well. Huge numbers of crews at the scene, including the ambulance service sending their hazardous response team, as well as 10 double-crewed ambulances and a number of additional resources. The police and the fire brigade also there to assist them for this major incident. We understand, as you've been saying, that tragically 3 people were found dead, 4 have been taken to hospital as well, and everybody else, all of the other, no doubt, vulnerable residents living at Gainsborough Care Home have been evacuated to places of safety. A local church at first, although we understand they will be moved on to other placements for their well-being. At the minute, you mentioned already, Dorset Police say this is being treated as unexplained with an investigation launched. You can imagine that will be a huge job for them now to try and work out what has happened. Some reports coming from the area, and particularly from one Dorset councillor, telling the PA news agency, this is Gary Suttle, that there's a suspicion this could be attributable to carbon monoxide, but he says it hasn't been proven, and we need to stress as well that that is only what has come from this one individual at the moment. But clearly, whatever it was, a real tragedy, something that really concerned emergency services. And we now have these 3 families who've been given the worst news this morning.